Got that big Azure DevOps interview on the calendar? Well, let's talk about turning that pre-interview stress into some serious confidence. Over the next few minutes, we're going to arm you with the sharp, clear answers to the key questions that will absolutely make you stand out.
We've all been there, right? Sitting in that interview hot seat. The secret to staying cool isn't just knowing the answers. It's knowing the questions that are coming. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Break down the questions that truly matter so you can walk in feeling prepared and, yeah, totally confident.
All right, let's dive right in. First up, the fundamentals. Any good interviewer is going to start right here to check if you actually know the lay of the land inside Azure DevOps. So here it is, a classic opener. And look, this isn't a trick question. It's really just a way for them to see if you get the big picture. You know, how all the different pieces of the platform fit together to create one powerful ecosystem? A knockout answer here is to just confidently list all 5 of these core services. You've got Azure Repos for your code, Azure Pipelines for all your CI/CD, Azure Boards for tracking work, Test Plans for QA, and of course, Azure Artifacts for managing your packages. But here's the pro tip. Don't just list them. Briefly say what each one does. That shows you understand the whole integrated system, not just some random names. Okay, now let's get to the absolute heart of any DevOps role, the pipeline. This is where all the magic happens, right? Turning code from a developer's machine into a live application. You can bet they are going to dig into this topic. Oh, this is a fantastic question to test your real-world understanding. Honestly, it's a common point of confusion for people who are new to this, so when a candidate can just clearly and simply explain the difference, you immediately stand out from the crowd. So here's the simplest breakdown. The build pipeline is all about creating something that's ready to be deployed. It grabs your code, it compiles it, runs a bunch of tests, and then it spits out a neat little package called an artifact. Then, the release pipeline's job is to take that very artifact and push it out to an environment, whether that's a testing server or all the way to production. So just remember, build makes it, release ships it. All right, next up, the how. See, it's not enough to know what pipelines do. An interviewer wants to know how you actually define them in a modern way. And this question gets right to the core concept of pipeline as code. The best way to think about YAML is as the blueprint for your pipeline. It lets you define that entire complex CI/CD process as a simple text file that lives right alongside your application code. Now, why is this such a game changer? Well, it means your deployment process is versioned. It can be reviewed in a pull request just like any other code, and it can be reused. You're treating your pipeline with the same level of care as your actual application. That's huge. Okay, great. Let's keep moving. No tool is an island, right? And Azure DevOps is built from the ground up to integrate with other tools. This next section is all about how it connects and